I'm Dylan Ratigan. I've interviewed nearly every CEO and most world leaders during the past 25 years. And now on Bootstrapping, I'm turning my attention to the new CEOs and the irrepressible entrepreneurs leading the next generation of innovation in the world. Welcome back to tastylive. I am Dylan Ratigan. Time for another episode of Bootstrapping. Our guest, Tom Dakich, founder of Quantum Corridor, the world's fastest high-speed network. He claims data that basically moves, I don't even know, at quantum speeds, I guess would be the name. That's why it's named. But so the question, Tom, I guess is, like everything, the last 90% of the action is in the last 1% of the marginal increase in sort of competence in terms of anything. What is the final frontier of data transmission headwinds or speed reduction or whatever? What is the molasses on the data stream that you're eliminating or that you're mitigating that's allowing you to make the speed and volume claims you're making as a company selling data transmission services?
Well, first of all, Dylan, thanks for having me on the show. I'm a big fan. What you do is you've had some brilliant people on here with some ideas and it's been fun to watch. So what we do at Quantum Corridor isn't quantum computing. It isn't quantum electronics, not quantum mechanics. What we do is make certain that the really smart people who are doing really smart research can effectively communicate with other really smart people and make it such that they can actually communicate in real time with predictability and security.
But how do you do both predictability, security, informational integrity, and commercial contracts of some kind between academics and commerce, I would imagine, and maybe even government?
Right. So that becomes the $1 million question, right? Is how do you get everybody to cooperate under the same roof? Our technology was developed first by Ciena and Juniper and Toshiba, and it's installed by a company called Converge One. And these are all monsters. What happened was in 2019, I think it was, JP Morgan Chase wanted to communicate in the financial industry quicker and faster and better. So they figured out a group that could do this in a lab. One of my guys, Ryan Laffler, who's a smart fiber guy, Ryan figured that out, read the paper, and so we contacted them and said, we think you could do it outside of a lab. We want to do it between Indiana and Illinois. So the state of Indiana gave us $4 million to go figure it out. We then worked with Ciena, the brilliant people at Ciena. They're amazing, and Juniper and Converge One to put this together. What this does is it makes it so quantum computing, if I could give a little bit of background, is solving all solutions at one time. That's the idea. So, for instance, there's a famous part of this which is called a corn maze. If you want to trial and error through a corn maze, you have to walk down this way, and then you got caught. Now go backwards and walk a different way. Okay, so that's what typical computing does today. It does trial and error, trial and error, trial and error. What quantum computing will do, or is designed to do, or is in the process of figuring out, is to do all the solutions at the same time. So you can instantaneously do something because you're doing everything at the same time as opposed to doing them one at a time. So those solutions that are being transmitted one at a time today can go over regular fiber. It's not that complicated. But if you're going to transmit all the solutions, all the possible solutions, all the thought that goes into those solutions at the same time, you need a bigger pipe. You need a bigger, better optical gear to go for the transmission. That's what we're doing, is we're making it such that Ciena, the important work and the hard work that the people at Ciena and Toshiba and Converge One did, and we're commercializing it.
When you say we're commercializing it, where's the commercial boundary that you're navigating?
So today it extends from 350 Cermak, which is in our opinion, maybe the center of the internet for the United States. A lot of people watching this are going to say I'm wrong, but from a connectivity perspective, 350 Cermak is as important a data center as there is in the country, and it extends down through South Chicago, down Martin Luther King Drive, over to Hammond, Indiana, to a data center named Digital Crossroad that I founded, and which is literally on the Indiana, Ohio, or Indiana, Illinois border. And so the idea is, and it goes right through a technology centers there.
And you believe that so the quantum implications of simultaneous parallel solution seeking in ad infinitum will lead to more expedited data transfer. Already has and will continue to.
Exactly. We're
it's a linear compressed time through linear stacked problem solving, which is traditional computing. Instantaneous multi-track problem solving is what order of magnitude faster, in your opinion, compared to the fastest linear problem solving stack?
So our material says it's 1,000 times faster, and that's just a number. It is the outer markers haven't been hit yet on how fast this is relative to regular computing. The other part of it is that we're able to transmit 40 terabits at a time, which is
how many is that? A city worth of Netflix movies in one night?
It's the entire Library of Congress transmitted at the same time over the same network in multiple times. The vast volume.
Everybody in Chicago watching The Irishman.
I think what the end result is that
that's a fun parlor game, by the way.
Yeah.
How much data is it? Play it with Uncle Tom.
Data. Let's put it this way: it's so much data.
In Los Angeles watching Oppenheimer could be.
Well, you'll have better opticals. I mean, it'll be more fun to watch it that way because it'll be clearer.
Basically, you think you have some set of commercial contracts and key stakeholder relationships that allows you to actually execute solution in applying quantum computing principles to data transfer problem solving.
We are not in the quantum solution business. What we're in the business of connecting the
quantum solutions people.
Yeah, right. Connecting smart guys.
Well, I'm assuming those are quantum solutions people. You're smart guys.
So our smart guys are on the connectivity side and the data center side. We're not on the quantum side. The quantum computing side is being done in important labs like Argonne Lab in Chicago gets about 40% more or less of the defense world's spend.
R&D.
And we want to make it easy for them to communicate with each other.
Mm-hmm. And what are you doing that they can't do without you for them?
So our access to our networks and our technology, our optical gear that we've pieced together in a way that is proprietary a little bit, but enough that that's interesting.
And it's a field of play for their ideas in your real world.
All I want to do is make it such that they can talk to each other. Because here's our orientation. And Dylan, you have a global perspective. So let's take a global perspective on this. People around the globe are working on solving big issues like genomes and AI and all these big issues that you've had a bunch of shows about. In Chicago, and hopefully more so in Indiana and generally the Midwest, there's a governor in Illinois who's really wants to basically make it such that a lot of that research and a lot of that world is done in Illinois. There's a governor in Indiana, Eric Holcomb, who's trying to basically say, where do we fit in this? Where do our big universities, our Purdue and Notre Dame and Indiana and other schools, Purdue Northwest, believe it or not, where do those schools fit into that whole group? So what we're trying to do is make it such that these big global issues, the people who are worried about cell replacement and how to regenerate limbs and these massive things, how they can communicate with each other and make it such that we can compete in a global world.
And what do you, if let's assume all the data moves 1,000 times faster for anything, how is that world different than this world?
techies follow techies, tech industry follows tech industry. So we believe that if we're able to give people a platform and a way to communicate and real estate that is realistically better, more connected, that it's going to create a consortium, a larger consortium of people, a larger group of people that will come and be more collaborative. I mean, I understand it's a little bit.
I understand all that, but I'm saying, what's the outcome? I'm Dylan Ratigan. All the data now moves in quantum problem solving matrices in every layer of the earth.
Yeah.
How is my life different? Is my healthcare better? Is my housing finance easier?
There's better research being done.
Car liquidity in my used car better? Is my kid's education better?
Yeah. So alternative vehicles, or the vehicles, autonomous vehicles, those sorts of things are going to be better. They're just going to be better because we have such precision. GPS now is at a level.
So the whole transportation logistics grid globally becomes much, net efficiency goes way up.
We firmly believe that the research that the ability to connect between the really smart people on both ends of these aisles are going to get quicker and better advancements. They're going to be better at getting vehicles to communicate better and to do it better quicker because of what we're doing. We truly believe that.
That makes sense. Do you think there's an implication in medical research, cancer research?
Absolutely. Cell replacement, cell regeneration, things of that sort, genome sorts of things. We are talking to people who are so far removed from the actual applications of this, and then when they come back to say applications, their point is that the blood work that's being done today, the way that we analyze blood today is going to be seen as infantile 10 years from now because of quantum applications for this.
And how long between now and the future do we have 1,000 times faster network? 10 years, 5 years, 2 years?
So our network is able to do it today. We're up and running. Our money is spent. We're raising money like fiends today. What we're not doing is dawdling and waiting waiting for people to come in and say, okay, I want to use it. I want to be part of it. We tested the technology outside the lab on and it worked 6 weeks ago, and today it's actually punching electrons. So punching light, photons. So at the end of the day, we're ready and we're doing it. We have salespeople, we have government people who are trumpeting our applications to the people who are actually going to use it.
Thanks so much, Tom. Tom Dakich, CEO of Quantum Corridor.
Dylan, it's a pleasure to be here.
Nice to see you. Have a good holiday.
Thank you. Same to you.
I am Dylan Ratigan. This is Tasty Live. You've been watching Bootstrapping. We're back after this.